What's up, guys? Dr. Cam here with Ground Overhead PT, coming back to you with your daily body armor. This week we're going to talk a bit about the hips and really a pinchy sensation that you might have in that front part of the hip when you get ready to go down into your squats or maybe your lunges. So we want to start to address that because over time that can become more irritating, limit you in the gym from performing, your squats to depth, your lunges, and really building that strength in your glutes, quads, hamstrings, and around the hip in general. So first line of defense is going to be a banded exercise. Today we want to improve some mobility there, and then also maybe change the way our brain is perceiving this threat and kind of throwing out those pain signals, okay? So this is called the banded night stretch. And very simply, we just need a band, okay? Depending on the level of pain that you have, you may want to start with a thinner band or a lighter band in terms of not adding too much resistance early on. But at the same time, we want enough that can really try to mobilize this hip. And again, provide a stimulus in which we can tolerate. It's not painful, it doesn't feel sketchy, but at the same time, our brain can perceive as something that's more beneficial to us. So simply, we're going to wrap this band around the rig or around a stable surface, a little bit up. I've got this about, maybe 1.5 feet up the rig here. We're going to step into that band. This band is going to come just up in that hip crease and under our butt. Okay. As we do that, we're going to go ahead and step back. And we're going to come into that lunge position. Okay. So wide lunge. I really want us to step back into this. Bring that knee down. We'll go ahead and bring this foot out a little bit further as well, because we can kind of sink into this. And then, again, you might feel a little bit of a pull here at the hip, and that's a-okay. As long as it doesn't feel very painful, sketchy, or in any way, that's absolutely fine, okay, and quite normal. So from this position, what I want us to be able to do is keep our torso upright, okay? We don't want to just banana back here or hyperextend at the low back, but we want to maintain a nice upright position. If anything, we probably want to go ahead and just shorten this distance in our rib cage here and engage our trunk and our core. I want you to be able to breathe through this position as well. So be able to take a deep breath in, hold for a second, and then blow out. Okay. And really establish this position for your body. Again, this is more about changing that stimulus and the way that our body is starting to perceive this position and why it's perceiving it as a threat. The other thing I want you to be able to do is I want you to be able to squeeze that glute, okay? Hold a contraction for a couple of seconds and then relax, okay? So squeeze, hold, and relax, okay? So again, this is the banded night stretch. Great way to start to mobilize that hip early on when we first start to feel that kind of pinchy pain in the hip when we're going down into our deep squats, maybe when we're going down into the lunges as well. And so love this activity for that reason. If you guys have any questions about this exercise, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. Subscribe and like our page, and I'll see you next time for your daily body armor.